me up. This is criminal behavior. Look at this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Maddie and I love books and I love yapping about books. So that's what this channel is. Subscribe if you want to. And today's video is going to be a book haul to make myself feel better. Some of these were birthday gifts from a while ago. Some of them were book of the months, which I was gifted book of the month for Christmas, so I don't pay for that. And then the other ones, I did in fact tap my card and buy them when I don't need to be doing that, but what can you do? The funny thing is I love my Kindle so much and I always read my books on my Kindle, and I'm constantly using the Libby app and Kindle Unlimited. So why do I need a physical book ever again? But I do need them for my collection. Buying books and reading books are two different hobbies, so this is justified. Okay, where to even begin? Well, for starters, I'm sorry that this is not the background of your dreams. Right now, the daycare that's in my courtyard, all the kids are running around outside and screaming. And I really wanted to film this video, so it was either film in here or hear the kids screaming and be able to see my bookshelf. I'll insert a beautiful clip of my bookshelf right now, just so you know that I am aesthetic sometimes. Most of the times not. But this could have been us, guys. This could have been us right here. Let's start with my book of the month. So my mom did get me a book of the month subscription for Christmas for the second year in a row, and I love it. However, when we moved to Amsterdam, I realized that they don't ship internationally. But I wasn't too worried about it because I figured I could just ship them to my mom's house, and then if they come visit or if we go home, I'll pick them up there. And here are the books that I recently picked up because we did go home 2 weeks ago. First, we have One Star Romance by Laura Henkin. I've never heard anything about this author, but it sounds good. And here is a quick snippet of the summary. A struggling writer is forced to walk down the aisle at her best friend's wedding with the man who gave her book a very public 1-star rating in this fresh romantic comedy. They changed their bookmarks. They're taller and skinnier, but fun. I love reading books about book lovers, about writers. It's like when two worlds collide. You're reading a book written by an author that's about an author. That's trippy. That's trippy. Not really. I need to get a grip. Okay, so can't wait to read this one. Then we have Christina Lauren's newest book, The Paradise Problem. I've heard such great things about this, and the horrible things I've heard about this are from people who just don't like Christina Lauren. You either like their writing or you don't. If you don't know, Christina and Lauren are two different people. It's Christina and Lauren. I didn't know that until about a year ago. You either love Christina Lauren's writing because it's so romantic, funny, sexy, I don't even know everything, or you don't like it. So if you don't like a Christina Lauren book, don't read another one by them. That's my news for you, because they're all the same. Except Love in Other Words is definitely different from like the Unhoneymooners and stuff like that. I don't know what this is about actually. I just knew I would like it. Looks like a fun summery read. I think it's like a marriage of convenience or something like that. I could be making this up. I don't feel like reading this because you guys know what this book is. It's really popular. Then we have this one. I can't remember if I showed this on camera or not, but I'm going to show it again. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I got this as an add-on 1 month because I had an extra credit, and I bought it because Taylor Tippett here on YouTube, she read this a few months ago and said it was life-changing. Said it's one of her favorite books ever, 5 stars. She got a tattoo for it. And also I saw Sarah Crowley read this recently too, and she thought it was super sad and beautiful, and I love that. I love when books are sad and beautiful. So I eventually will be reading this maybe in the fall. Okay, these 3 books, my bestie Callie gave me an Amazon gift card for my birthday and told me to buy some books. So I did, and here they are. Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. And this is the only book by Carly Fortune I haven't read yet. I loved Every Summer After. I gave it 5 stars. And then I read This Summer Will Be Different, and I thought it was okay. I think I gave it 3.5 stars or something like that. This one I've been putting off because the reviews are terrible for it. But honestly, I feel like people didn't like Every Summer After, and I loved it. So I bought it anyways. I love Carly Fortune. I think she's a great writer. And I'm gonna read it because why am I listening to other people's reviews? They don't matter. You can make your own opinions. And I'm gonna make my own opinion. Watch me rate this 1 star. Then we have Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. This is the same author as Eat, Pray, Love, and I found out about this book because Olivia Rodrigo recommended it in an interview. It's more of a self-help inspirational book for creative people, and I'm not calling myself creative. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I thought this would be interesting. And I've heard other people talk about this as well. So really excited for this. It looks like a quick read, and I need some inspiration. I need some inspiration to keep this YouTube channel going because it's not going so well. Just kidding. No, I will literally post if 3 people watch for the rest of my life. Then we have Better Than the Movies. You guys know this book. You love this book. I'm the only one on the planet that has not read this book, and so I finally bought it. I have read The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. That's one of her less popular books, but still well loved, and I can only imagine how much I'm gonna love this one. This is her most popular book for sure, and it's a quick little read. You could probably finish this in a day. And I just saw that the sequel to it came out recently, so yay! I sound like I've had 6 coffees today. Okay, and then this book, I had to pick it up recently because it's Ali Hazelwood's newest release, Not in Love, and this is one of her spicier romances from what everybody has been saying. And honestly, the last few books I've read by Ali Hazelwood have not been my favorite of hers. I loved The Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, but then I read Bride and Love Theoretically, and they were just like mid for me. So I'm excited to see what I think of this one because it is completely different from all of her other books. Maybe I'll love it. I love a spicy read every now and then. Does the lighting suck in here? I can't tell. Well, too late. Okay, next, these 2 books I have a little backstory to first. So let me insert that video now, and then I'll show you them. I saw a Instagram post by the author Rachel Lynn Solomon, who wrote Today, Tonight, Tomorrow, that she was at a bookstore near where I currently lived, and she signed some copies of her new book that I just finished. So I'm gonna head there and see if I can find that book because I know she left copies behind. But then while I was sleuthing on her Instagram, I realized she tagged another bookstore that I've never been to in Amsterdam, and I went to their page and they had a signing with Ali Hazelwood, Rachel Lynn Solomon, and Julie Soto. I've never read anything by Julie Soto, but I have some of her books on my want to read list on Goodreads. I can't tell if they were doing like a live signing and you could only get signed books if you brought your own books to get signed, or the ones that they were signing in front of them, or if they signed a bunch of books and left them there. I hope it was both, because I really want to go get a book signed by Ali Hazelwood. I've loved a few of her earlier books, and I feel like that'd be so cool to have a book signed by Ali Hazelwood, as well as Rachel Lynn Solomon. And then, of course, if there's one by Julie Soto, I'll get one as well. Love to support my romance girlies. Okay, let's go see if it's there. I'm freaking out. I'm already sweating. I did not find a signed book by Ali Hazelwood. I'll start with that. However, I did find 2 signed books. The first one I found was a Julie Soto novel. It's called Forget Me Not. I have not read anything by Julie Soto, but people have been talking about her second book that came out recently. I can't think of the name, but I'll put a picture here. And I was really hoping to find that one because that one has better reviews than this one. Did I even say the name? I don't know. It's called Forget Me Not. But then again, why am I letting other people's reviews sway me from reading a book? So I'm gonna read it. And this was the last one they had. So I am better than everybody. Look at that. So cool. At first, I was having trouble finding them. They weren't on any of the popular tables. They weren't on any of the display tables. They were just in the romance section. And some of them were facing forward, and other ones, like I pulled this one out from the side and I saw that it said signed, and I about pooped my pants because I was giving up hope. I could not find them anywhere. I thought for sure they would be like out on displays and stuff like that, and then I realized, well, no, they're probably almost sold out or sold out. As far as the Ali Hazelwood book, I literally pulled about 30 copies of Check and Made out of the shelf and looked to see if they were signed, and they weren't. But some of her books had little stickers on them for a special edition, and I got so excited because every time I did that I thought it was a signed copy, but it wasn't. When I was about to leave, I was like, let me just go ask and see if they have any signed copies, and she said no, they sold out the same day of the signing. and that was literally July 4th. But I wasn't in town for that, otherwise I would have been over there. Actually, I wouldn't have, because I only just found this bookstore a few days ago. But now I have my notifications on Instagram turned on, and whenever they have an author signing, I will be there because it looks like they host a lot of signings. Sorry, the angle changed because my camera died. So although they didn't have any signed books by Ellie Hazelwood at the first store, they did have one signed book by Rachel Lynn Solomon. Well, I guess they had two. One was in Dutch and one was in English, and it was her book called Weather Girl. And I looked at it for a while and I really thought about getting it. I told myself to wait until the second bookstore because I was really counting on the second bookstore having Past, Present, Future signed by Rachel Lynn Solomon, because they had posted about it recently on their Instagram story that they still had copies or something like that. Or I just saw an Instagram post. So I only got this one at the first bookstore. And then I went to the second bookstore and right away I couldn't find it. And so I asked and they said, oh no, that is completely sold out, which I mean, I realized these are popular authors, but I didn't know how popular they would be here. But they're still very popular here. However, they did have two signed books left by Rachel Lynn Solomon. They had See You Yesterday, which is a spin-off of Today, Tonight, Tomorrow that I've never read. And then they had an adult romance by her, which I've heard of and have on my TBR and Goodreads. It's called Business or Pleasure, and I had to get it. I had to get it. And I'm still so excited. I mean, my goal for this was to get a Rachel Lynn Solomon book that was signed, and then it turned into an Ellie Hazelwood book. And even though that wasn't accomplished, I still got two signed books by super popular authors. And both of these books have been on my want to read list on Goodreads. And it's funny because I don't know the lore behind this. Maybe I'll get it once I read the book, but it says Business or Pleasure, and she crossed it out and wrote and then she signed it. Then I always see these tote bags all over the city, and I know it's from this bookstore, so I finally got one. It's so cute. It says Book Lover, and it was only €7. And at each of those bookstores, they gave me a bookmark. That one's so cute. And this one. So yay! That is my book haul. I am only reading books on my physical TBR next month. Mark my words. I need to read these bad boys. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, here. See, here are the other books that Rachel Lynn Solomon has published. This is Weather Girl. I don't know if you can see that, but I forgot. I did read the X-Talk by her, and I gave it like 4 stars. So this is gonna be good. Okay, that's my book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just know this is the last book haul you will be getting for a while. So soak it up while you can, rewatch it, because I am on a book buying ban officially. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you're new here, because then you'll be notified when I post videos, and I'll see you later. Bye. Oh.